Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am glad you're here. It's hot and it's going to get a little bit hotter today. It's going to get up to 98 or 99 degrees, but it is better than the last several days that have been over 100 degrees every day. So I'll take the little bit of cool down, and tomorrow it is supposed to get up to just 90, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. The next few days, tomorrow and the next few days are going to be cooler, and then it's supposed to climb back up into the upper 90s. But today we're going to take this tree limb that fell on top of my car like several weeks ago. You know, my car was in the shop for well over a month because this big tree limb fell down on top of my car during a windstorm. We're going to cut that up, move it over, go next door to Mom and Dad's house and get some dirt. You know, Mom and Dad were building a house over there, and they had to move the topsoil and make a pad and all that. Well, they've got a couple of piles of dirt that we have access to, and so we're going to get some. There's some places out in the pasture that I'm going to use some of it in, and then there's also in the chicken coop, the big chicken coop, where I'm going to put some dirt. I want you to stick around because there is an update on a couple of the animals here, and one of them definitely has to go. We had an incident last night that I need to let you in on. It's gonna do it. See if you can push this way down the hill a little bit. Not very far. Just flip it over so I can see what's there. Okay, not all the way. Put something under it. Just so it doesn't fall back over. Try to balance it. Okay, we haven't been able to weed eat there for a long time. I can't believe we let it sit here this long. It is rotten. There are ants all over, and I need a bigger, better chainsaw. But that's the one I have. I really like that one. I like the battery operated one. I just need one a little bit more powerful if I'm going to be doing stuff like this. Hey, go around and get the tractor and bring it up here. Hurry, hurry, run. It is very hot. It is so hot out here. Everybody's, are you ready for winter? Are you ready for the fall? I am not. I'm looking forward to a little bit of less heat, but I don't do well when I don't have enough sun. I work in an office during the day. By the time I get home, it's dark. In the winter, by the time when I leave to go to the office and when I come home, it's dark. So I get like no time in the sun, and so it's very hard on me. I get down a lot. Did you get bit? Yeah. By what? Ant. It was an ant. You got bit by an ant? Yeah. Put that back in there. Stay away from the ant. As though it being hot wasn't bad enough, the tailgate came off. He's having to move the rocks and dust out of there so he can put it back up there. You look like Nancy Pelosi trying to tear up Trump's speech.
Really?
Didn't you watch that?
No.
Okay. She tried to rip a few pieces of paper and couldn't.
Huh?
She tried to rip a few pieces of paper and couldn't. That's what you look like. Y'all watch on the next video, see if he gets this stuff up or not. While Greg's over there weed eating, I'm going to show you guys what's been going on since the last video, which is only a couple of days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. We have got to get rid of one of our animals. That's not the way. Go all the way down. And it's not any of these birds. I don't mind them being out here as long as they go back at night, and that is what they're doing. Actually, we run them back in at night and they stay there all night. But he looks like he's been in a few fights. His tail is half gone. I don't know who he's been in a fight with, but yeah, something's got a hold of his tail. So anyway, right here is Rocky, and Chase is missing. So we put Chase got out and we put him back over here with Rocky. That way, if he gets over the fence, then he's back in his place and maybe he'll stay. That was the thought there, but that didn't work. Last night we came out, and not only had he gotten out, but he had jumped that fence and got in with the does. And so if he bred with any of the does, that means we're looking at January babies, and I do not want that. So Chase is back over here, knocking over feed again. So we can't keep Chase where he needs to be, and I'm gonna have to sell him. I can't have him just getting out all the time. It's not safe for him. I can't have my does having babies in January and February. That might be okay with bigger goats. I don't know. I've noticed that a lot of people with meat goats actually let theirs give birth in late fall and sometimes early winter. But the little Nigerian dwarfs don't do as well. The babies don't do as well in the winter. Now the adults, they do just fine. You know, a little bit of bedding, shelter, and they're fine. But the little babies, when they're first born, they don't do well when it's really cold. So Chase has got to go. And I tried. I want to keep him, but we just don't have the fencing for him right now. And it'll be a while. Right now, like, he's in rut. Some of them are in heat, and he's trying to get to them. So right now, I've got to get rid of him. And the other problem I'm having is with him. He is really causing a stir. He seems to be trying to stay away from me right now. Well, maybe. Got to keep your eye on him. Yeah, he looks like he may be. Yeah. Watch him. He comes up behind me and tries to attack me, especially when I'm leaving. So when I put Chase out here last night, I came in and checked on the little death layers that hang out in the coop rather than out in the run because they get picked on. How about died in a hole? About tripped and fell in that hole. But so I came out and checked on the death layers, looked for eggs, and fed Chase his food and fed the chickens their food. And when I started to leave, that rooster came after me. And so I turned back around and went towards him because I wasn't going to run from him. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea to run from him. So I turned back around to go after him, and he stood his ground. He jumped up and tried to spur me, and I kicked at him. And you guys know I wear Crocs all the time. Love them or hate them, doesn't matter. I love them, and I wear them. And so I kicked at the bird. I wasn't trying to hit him, just kick at him. But one of my Crocs came off and flew by his head, just barely missing his head. And he took off. When that happened, he took off, and I took off after him. And we got in the coop, and I grabbed him by the tail feathers, and pulled him to me and picked him up. And so, like, one of you subscribed, actually a couple people said take him. I've heard a couple of things when they attack you like this is pull out a tail feather, like pull it completely out. But I wasn't wanting to do that. So the other thing that you guys have told me to do is take him and hold him down on the ground. And so I did. I took him and held him down on the ground. I had my hand on his back, hold him down. And then I turned him on his side, just flipped him on his side and held him down for a minute. And when I got up to walk off, he didn't get up. He laid there playing possum. He laid there like he was dead. And so I got to the gate and turned around and got my phone out to start filming. And he laid there until one of the hens came up and pecked him. And when she pecked him, he jumped up and started moving again. But he faked his death. Actually, I don't know what he was doing, but it got me thinking about way back when we first started videoing it. That wasn't really that long ago, like 2 years ago. If you go back and look, you'll see where we hypnotized a rooster. And I don't know if it hypnotizes them or what. I don't really know what it does, but you lay a rooster down and you put his head down on the ground, and you draw a line, and he'll stare at that line and he won't move for several seconds. Of course, if you wipe in front of him, wipe the line away, he'll jump up, or if you touch him, nudge him, he'll get up. But I'm wondering if that's not kind of what he did when I laid him down. So I'm gonna try it again on camera. I'm gonna lay him down just like I had him and let him up and see what he does. And that's why they hang out. Hey, come on. Yeah, well, I know. You don't have to, it's just me. You don't have to react like that. It's okay. So, put some food out there from that, because these guys don't know how to do it yet. Yeah, crazy. She's not gonna. Oh, so look. I'm thinking they're all hens, except that one over here to the far left, over here. Look how high up its tail is. All their tails are high, all three of them. And the hen that we have, her tail is raised up high. But this one right here, just its tail is higher than the others. And I'm wondering if it's a rooster. They don't have like a lot of the wattles in the comb, so there's no red there. They have the coloring of the same coloring as the hen, By this age, our other rooster was getting red feathers, and they don't have that. But Greg, we need to fill in that hole, or they'll be getting out there.
Okay.
Want to go grab me a rooster?
Sure.
See if this works. I'll let you film it. Hello. See if he gets up. Now, there's nothing wrong with him. Don't need any hate mail or comments, the negative comments. He's just laying on his side, and I'm just barely holding him here. I mean, there's nothing going on. He's not hurt. So this is what I did when he chased me. Get up higher. Well, that's interesting. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder why he's laying there. He didn't lay there as long as, well, I didn't hold him as long this time. I just had him there just for a few minutes. Yesterday when I did that to him, I held him longer because he attacked me. And not only did he come up behind me and try to attack me, but when I turned and faced him, he tried to fight me. And so just doing a suggestion in hopes that it works. A couple of people left comments and said that that's what I need to do when he attacks me, and so trying it out, but he didn't get up, and so I was just kind of wondering if you know what's going on there and why they do that. Leave a comment down below and let us know. If you have any theories, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let us know that as well. Dude, somebody got a hold of your tail. Hey, don't do that. Take them flies with you. We need to spray them. What are you doing out?
She knows how to get back in. She's just a little too big.
Just let her try. Hang on, let her try. What's up, Tucker? You being good out here with the turkeys and the goats? Are you being a good boy? You are? Yeah. You breathing on the camera? She's eating a feather. Turkey feather. Is he ignoring you? Is he ignoring you? We've opened up that gate over there so that they can get back through there and eat all of that down. I don't know what it is, weeds, I don't know. But when they walk through there, it kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park. You know, when it's all wooded land and you see like the velociraptors coming in through the woods. That's what that reminds me of. These guys are vicious when it comes to food. Other than that, they're real friendly. They're trying to sneak up behind me, aren't they? Little velociraptors.